Welcome to Spine-Chilling Stories, where you hear true horror stories around the world that are both chilling and creepy. So let's dive in. The Ouija curse. The sun beats down on the schoolyard of America School in Trapoto, Peru. It was an ordinary day, 2016. At least, that's how it started. Students in the crisp uniform bustled between classes, their laughter echoing through the open corridors. But by the evening, the school would become a sight of the most bizarre and terrifying event in the country's history. It began with a small group of students, 5 teenage girls huddled in the dim classroom. After hours, the school nearly empty, last of the teachers packing up for the day. One of the girls, Valeria, pulled a Ouija board from her backpack. It was homemade, crafted from an old piece of cardboard with letters and numbers scrawled in the black ink. The planchet was a simple coin. "Are you sure about this?" Marina, her friend, asked, her fingers trembling as she touched the makeshift board. "Relax," Valeria said. "It's just a game. What could go wrong? It's all a game. It's going to be fun." They placed their fingers on the coin and took a deep breath. "Is anyone here?" Valeria whispered. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, the coin twitched. Girls exchanged nervous glances. The planchet moved again, faster this time. Y-E-S. Yes. A gust of wind rattled the windows. One of the girls pulled her hand away, trembling in fear. "This isn't funny. I don't think it's fun. Let's just leave." The air in the room felt heavier, charged with something unease. Valeria asked another question. "Who are you?" The planchet jerked violently. M-A-L-O. Malo. Marina gasped. "Stop this right now. It's not fun." But the board wasn't done. The coin dragged itself across the letters with unnatural force. E-L-H-O. M-B-R-E-D. The man in black. Valeria translated in whisper. The whole classroom became black as night. Then suddenly, the classroom door slammed shut by its own. The next day, school was buzzing with whispers about Ouija's session. By the noon, the gossip turned into something much worse. Valeria was first to collapse. She had been standing outside during the recess, when suddenly she grabbed her hat and screamed bloody murder. Her body just shut down on its own before she hits the ground, shaking violently like she had a seizure. Then teachers rushed to help her, but before they even reached her, another girl screamed so loudly as if something truly horrific happening to her. And another, one by one. Students began fainting, seizing, or sobbing hysterically. Some thrashed on the ground as if fighting off invisible force. Others stood frozen, whispering in terror about the man in black. "I see him! I see him!" a boy screamed, his eye darted wildly across the courtyard. "He's here! He's here! He's coming for us! Help us! Help us! I'm going to die!" By the end of the day, more than 80 students have been affected. Doctors and psychologists were called in. Official explanation was mass hysteria, a psychological phenomenon where fear spreads uncontrollably in the group. But the locals don't believe it. The locals says that it's not something to be linked with a doctor or with a medical issue. Parents swore their children had never suffered from diseases before. Some students described the same entity, a tall man in black with hollow eyes lurking in the shadows. A priest was called to cleanse the school. Holy water was sprinkled in the classrooms. Prayers were whispered in the halls. After the ritual, a strange episode stopped. But even years later, students and the teachers remember that week with a shiver down the spine. Some say the man in black was never really banished. He was just taking a rest, waiting for the time he would rise again to devour the next soul who asked him, "Who is this?" and play with him. For more stories like this, please like and subscribe to this channel and keep watching the spine-chilling stories.